Welcome to the Weekly Sizzle. Once again, I'll be walking you through 3 stories that I think deserve a second look. We'll start by talking about everyone's favorite football-related pretzel news. Philly Pretzel Factory recently tweeted out a picture of a pretzel Tebowing, as in doing the same signature move that quarterback Tim Tebow is known for doing before and after every game. The tweet immediately went viral. It went everywhere from ESPN and Sports Illustrated to the Washington Post to the Today Show. And it was a really good example of something not just going viral, which happens pretty much every day on the internet, but something going viral and then also being picked up by traditional news outlets. So you're not only getting people sharing it on Facebook, you're also getting, major news organizations talking about it, which is the best of both worlds and something every brand should want to happen when they're trying to make content that they want to be shared between different people. So yeah, 1851 covered that, and we sort of followed up on it to talk about how it kind of took on a life of its own. There's now a Tim Tebow pretzel parody account, which means that someone, unbeknownst to Philly Pretzel Factory, decided to start their own Twitter account, essentially creating press for something that they did and they're not paying for it. And that's kind of what the beauty of viral marketing is that people are sharing it because they want to, not because you're telling them to or asking them to or paying them to, and that automatically makes it more valuable. So I definitely think that's something people should keep an eye on and maybe take notes on. I mean, obviously you can't forcefully make something viral that kind of goes against the grain of the whole point of it all, but you can see that it was a timely thing, it was simple, it was easily shareable among friends, and that's why it was so popular. The next story I want to talk about has to do with fish. Everyone's favorite demographic, millennials, appear to be falling in love with fish over beef, poultry, pork, and all other meat products because they believe it's healthier. There's a huge hole right now in the franchise world because there aren't a lot of franchise brands that focus specifically on seafood. In fact, according to Technomic, 6% of all seafood entrees belong to fast casual restaurants. That means that the other 94% belong to other people. This is a huge hole in the fast casual market that could be filled by the right brand. And as millennials become even more powerful as far as consumerism goes, I think it's definitely something that brands should be keeping an eye on. The fact that if they're looking for something new or a new way to appeal to a different demographic, going for fish or even vegetarian options, vegan options, is a smart way to sort of make themselves a more viable option as opposed to your standard burger and fries type franchise. And finally, let's talk about a more herbal topic. Marijuana is becoming more normalized in America now that it's legal in various states, including Washington and Colorado. Some brands are taking baby steps in approaching how they're going to embrace weed, basically. One franchise in DC has already introduced a pot pairing menu similar to a wine pairing menu, talking about how different strains of marijuana go with different products that they sell. While this might not be the right approach for every brand, I think it is important for companies to start thinking about how they can make use of this. The fact that marijuana will only become more socially acceptable as time goes on, the odds of it being legalized across the nation within the near future are really good. You obviously don't want to put all your eggs in the pot basket, but it's something that brands looking for new ways to branch out should definitely pay attention to. And those were 3 1851 stories that I think deserve a second look. Thanks for watching, and the Weekly Sizzle will be back next week. I guess. Okay, I'm sorry. We're going to start that again. Tried to ring you for growth, and okay, I'm totally just kind of like spouting nonsense. I don't even know what I'm talking about. We'll start by, okay, sorry.